Hi, Livies! So for our first very quick Dollar Tree DIY for some beautiful farmhouse, mobile home, or any home decor from the Dollar Tree, you're going to need one of these adorable little trays. Look how cute this little tray is. And when I picked this one up, I saw one that had like a star, like where this handle was, that it was a star, and it had another shape too, I think an apple or something like that. But I really liked just the basic, plain, little teeny tiny tray. I think it is adorable. And then they have these little, chalkboard, like, trays, which I think is adorable. And the possibilities for this decoration kind of are endless because, you're going to kind of sit it up. So you could do some really cute stuff down here. But for right this second, I don't want to leave them in their natural wood. So if you're not into color, of course, you can just get some wood stain and stain this a light color or a dark color, depending on what your palette is. Or you can do what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be putting these on a wooden shelf. So I just feel like that's going to be too much of a wood color. The shelf is very large, so you got lots of wood going on. So I really want to bring pops of color. So I am going to be painting mine. I have the apple barrel paints here from they're not from Dollar Tree, they're from Walmart, I'm sorry, because you can get these for 50 cents. I have no idea how to say this word. Laguna, I think is the word. I have like a teal kind of theme going on in my / living room, dining room type thing. And I really want to keep that color kind of going. So I'm hoping this is the teal that I'm like looking for. If not, I also picked up some of this lime green and parakeet like green color. I'm going to put this down, see what it looks like. If it's too dark, because like this color teal, this like blue-green teal is really the color I'm going for. I might have to add just a little tiny bit of one of these other greens just to kind of lighten it up. It looks a little dark, but we'll see. So the first step is just to get color on these. And if you don't think you can do a good job painting the chalkboard because you think you'll get paint on the chalkboard piece, then you can buy painter's tape and literally, just tape off the chalkboard if that, if you think you can't, you can't get paint on just the wooden portion. So that's just a little tip. So let's see. Oh, it's really pretty. It's very pretty. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to flip this over because, not too many people are going to see the back. And I want to see what it looks like on the wood. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think if I add just a little bit of this lime in there, I mean just a little bit. Let me get it open, guys. Okay, so I put just a tiny little bit in there. I'm gonna mix these up and see what we get here. And if I don't like it, we just won't use it. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Like that looks almost like Christmas green. That is definitely not the color I'm looking for. So we will just pitch that and go with the other color. That's wonderful about all this is you can just switch it up. Both the tray and the chalkboard took 2 coats of paint to thoroughly cover it, but I really do like the color. It dried a little lighter, and I really do like it. So to finish off the little chalkboard, I'm also using a chalk pen from the Dollar Tree. They work great. You just got to keep pushing on them so they make the paint come to the tip, and they write perfect. And I'm going to put a little scripture on here that I think is kind of fitting for like a kitchen dining room set kind of theme, and I'm going to put a little design on it, add a little flair, and this little chalkboard turned out so stinking cute. The DIY possibilities for this chalkboard are endless. You could do so many things, but I wanted to keep mine kind of simple. But I might go back and buy another one and do something totally completely different to it because I like them that much. So this DIY was totally inspired to my last Hobby Lobby trip. I talked a little bit of this about my haul. I can link my haul. They had their whole spring line was all of these little teeny tiny clay pots, these terracotta pots, which I'm showing here. This came from Hobby Lobby, this little white vase. But the terracotta pots were everywhere. And they just had these beautiful like pink, purple, and yellow floral prettiness. And they were $19.99. I was like, I can make these for about $3 from the Dollar Tree, and even add a little something to it to even jazz it up further, because Hobby Lobby's little terracotta floral pots didn't have some pretty decorative baker's twine wrapped around it. So you can even add a bow to these, jazz them up, and it still would only cost you $4, not $19.99. So I did struggle a little bit with the styrofoam. My little X-Acto knife there kind of wasn't long enough to get through with it. So you do see me fight with it a little bit with a butter knife, but I eventually get them to cut and in there, and they still worked great. Still better than paying $19.99 for a little teeny tiny floral terracotta pot that you can make from the Dollar Tree for about $3. All this beautiful floral also came from the Dollar Tree. It's all that new spring line they have out. I absolutely adore it. Every time I see it, I pick it up because it is just gorgeous. I love using it all over my house. It definitely screams spring. It's vibrant. It looks realistic. It looks so much more expensive than what I really paid for it, which was $1. And I absolutely love that. Here comes my little extra flair. I'm going to add a little bit of baker's twine around this just to give it a little farmhouse country look. And then I'm also going to take that white larger vase that I did pick up from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to do the same thing to it to add my own little extra something to it and make it beautiful, because look at that. And I have to tell you, mine are fuller than the ones from Hobby Lobby, and they're gorgeous if I don't say so myself. $19.99 or $3, you choose. I'll stick with the Dollar Tree DIY. But here's the little vase that I ended up getting from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little bit of baker's twine just to give it a little bit of that little country flair to it, and I'm going to put almost the same as that kind of floral in it so that they all match, and I all think they turned out beautiful. Now, that vase was $7.99 from Hobby Lobby. If it would have had floral in it when I bought it from Hobby Lobby, it probably would be what? If the little teeny terracotta pots were $19.99, that one probably would have been, what, $26? So I think I saved myself a lot of money by DIYing it. So my next project is to jazz up this beautiful little container that I also got from Hobby Lobby. What I want to do to it is the same thing that I saw at Hobby Lobby. That container was $17.99 with 50% off, so I paid like $7 for it. But $14.99, I'm sorry. So I paid $7 for it. But the ones that had font and writing on it were like $30. So I was like, forget that. I'm going to go make me some on my Cricut. So in order to do this, you just need yourself some black vinyl and some transfer tape. Pick you out a pretty font. I tried to find the Rae Dunn, but for whatever reason, I just could not get that to work. So I picked this other font that I really, really liked. But listen, if I could get that other way to work, I could have had like a Rae Dunn dupe for a lot less than what you would have paid. You just peel back the black vinyl and your little whatever you decide to write, which mine happens to be utensils, comes right on. You cut off that little piece of black vinyl and you're going to put a piece of sticky transfer tape on top of whatever you wrote. First though, I had to take all the time with my little tweezers to pick out all the little pieces that needed to come out so that you could actually see the letters. That took more time than the actual Cricut did to cut the letters. But nonetheless, here is your transfer tape. You just peel it back, you stick it right over the letters, and then that picks them up. You put them right on the container or whatever it is that you're trying to jazz up, and you kind of smooth out the transfer tape. And then Cricut sells these cute like little rubby tools, but I'm sure you could use like your fingers or whatever you have on hand. But I used their little transfer tool, and you kind of just like, it's like a rub on. You just kind of like rub it on and you peel back the transfer tape and you just transform something so simple into something absolutely beautiful. And like I said, if I could have got that Rae Dunn print to work, man, that would have been awesome, because I would have had a Rae Dunn dupe for a heck of a lot less. So I saved myself quite a bit of money here by doing my own font and design, because they're like $10 more if they had a word on them at Hobby Lobby. So I saved myself some money. And I had a lot of fun in the process because I got to play with my Cricut. So I really, really love how this one turned out too. Ta-da! Look how stinking cute! Now that is a utensil holder. I absolutely love it. Yay! Okay guys, that's it for me. I really hope that you enjoyed these simple DIYs that I did from the Dollar Tree and using my Cricut, and how you can just use that to make your home absolutely beautiful and pull in all those beautiful spring colors and feels. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope that you stay well. Please give this video a big thumbs up before you leave. Go down to my Dropbox, check out all my social media links, join me over on my Facebook group, the Love Your Tribe Crafters group, and we'll have a great time. Until next time, guys, take care of you, love what you have, take care of what you have, and enjoy life. God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope, it's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline.